What is up, YouTube? It's Turtle and Reverend Bob down in the basement. So, we're going to do a review on an amplifier. I got a really good deal from the guy and told him I'd do a review on it. So, I invited Turtle to help me do this review. So, we're going to check this out because coming from guys who own big amplifiers, it's kind of hard to impress us out of a little itty bitty box that's, smaller than a lunchbox. But we're going to give a little review and we're going to see what we think of it. So I'm going to open it up, check it out, see what we think. What do we get? We get a user manual. That's for all the people who never used anything in their life. What else do we get? They give you a plug-in cable. It's for plugging in your ears to get wax out. Because it ain't very big, and it's probably cheap. What is this here?
Uber small.
This looks like a French tickler here. Cable, French tickler. Yeah, French tickler. That's for all the French people. So, anyways, the name of this is called Zombie, and the MB is highlighted. So, what does that mean? MB. What amplifier has MB? Mesa Boogie.
No, could be. But you don't know.
You
never know.
I wonder if it's trying to emulate that or something.
Could be.
The only amplifier I don't know. Look at this thing! What is that? What is that?
It's tiny. Power supply for it. So that's meant to jump out and it'll
Turtle. What is that? You gotta be kidding me. Turtle. You got what?
That is tiny. Looks like something like you'd use in like a dorm for college or something if you wanted to play around, but it's tiny. It's really tiny.
It's got a clean channel and an overdrive channel.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is that? I have no clue. Input. On. What you going? Oh, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. Speaker output for 8 ohms. Return and send, so it's got FX loop. And you can plug headphones in it. Now what is this? You must be able to sync to it.
Maybe.
Oh, well, ain't that neat? That's a little guy. It's a little guy. All right, what else we got there? We got the power cord, which we'll have to hook up. Mesa Boogie, maybe. I don't know why that came to my mind, but whatever. Probably is what it is. Probably if I being going to tell you that, but I'll know that when you play it. All right. Well, at least I'll have a good guess at it. Plug this bad boy in the back. Take a look. What's it got on it? It's got a gain, a tone, a volume knob, a clean and overdrive channel. Actually, it's got two of them. Does it have a... Oh, no foot pedal. Huh, that's weird what that one is. I'll have to read the book real quick. Anyways, I'm going to set this up here. I'm going to hand it to Turtle and we're going to look at the book and see what that other switch is for here. But it looks pretty simple. Simple and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Check it out. Say hi to anybody that's watching. Hi to anybody that's watching. Probably nobody's watching because they don't even know we're on, but that's okay. You can watch it later. That's got to be for USB. I mean for your phone or something, huh? Maybe. I don't know. I'll read the book. Here you go. I'll read the book, and you can go hook it up. So Turtle's gonna go over there and hook it up, and I'll read the book, and I'll bring you over here to where Turtle is. He's hooking it into a stack over there. You focus you in a little bit better.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know if I can't hard drive through the amp though. That's gonna be a problem.
No, you got to put it through the cabinet. Yeah, I got to be able to get to it though. All right, I gotta figure out what that other switch is there. So we'll read the manual, guys, and that way we'll better know what we're dealing with here. Let's see. So much stuff.
Hidden pedals.
Oops, sorry guys. Trying to get you set up so you can hear Turtle a little bit better. There we go. Should be a little bit better. All right, let's see what we got. All regular safety precautions on it. Let's see what it says. Zombie, modern high gain amplifier. Oh. Looks like they have different ones. They have Blue Jay, Atomic, Firebrand, Meteor, Vivio, and Jackman. Huh. So you got guitar input, channel switch, Bluetooth switch. Oh, it has a Bluetooth function. That's what that is. Gain knob, tone knob, volume knob, power and Bluetooth indicator. Okay, makes sense. Power switch, Bluetooth antenna, I was right. Speaker output, power inference, headphone jack, and FX. Cool. Seems pretty simple and easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's see what's got the gas. It's supposed to be tubed. So
That's the belt in the back too.
So which is pretty neat. $20 it's supposed to be. That's a lot of watts at 8 ohms, by the way.
Let's see if we can get this over here now.
So,
8 power
check it
source.
out. See what it's got. Pretty neat. Hopefully it's not going to get the crap review from Turtle and Reverend Bob, but we'll find out soon enough. But at least we'll give an honest review of it anyway.
Clean. Now. Alright.
Supposed to be a crazy person's aunt like you. That's normal. And I don't
Let's see it.
make sure that.
Had to use the different cord because obviously this is a big cabinet. So
Yeah. Now I think up is for the amp and then down is for the Bluetooth. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to figure that
I'll
out.
find out here. Oh yeah, the bottom. I see.
Yep.
So
So
it's supposed to be digital too. I think that's something for looks like probably Bluetooth that affects through your phone. I could be wrong. But I'll find out here shortly. See how it goes.
Oh.
We'll do a clean set first, and we'll go from there.
All right, so Joe's going to do a clean set and jam first, and then he's going to go to overdrive because we got to play with the little guy. I have to turn it up a little bit. Yeah.
I'll go about halfway.
I go half with all of them. What do you think?
Okay. What do we got going on here? Everything's all plugged in. We got power.
You got it plugged into the cabinet?
Yeah, I should. This one goes back to the cabinet. Hold on, look at it. So, yeah, this is coming from my. This is no.
That's your guitar?
Yes, that's my guitar. That's coming from the pedal. Oh, so that's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh.
It's a double-ended pedal. Plug. That's not it. Just needs some space here.
Oh, you can't just plug it into the thingy dingy? There we go. This is what you get when you get it live. Alright, let's see. Let me.
Yeah, it's in that we got power.
Oh, we got power. Ooh, focus.
Okay, so that's all right. See what happens. Add some power to it. For a
I
little
guess
bit.
so.
So we're not even halfway yet.
Cool.
So off the bat, I mean, it's got very good tone. I mean, 3/4 of the way up on tone, 3/4 of the way up in the gain. It seems like it's got a lot of cleanness to it, but it also doesn't like sound muddy, especially if they're going for a 212 cabinet.
That's a little guy to go for that big cabinet. sounds
It's got
pretty
really
good.
good depth to it. So I'll turn up a little bit past. So now I'm going to test my pedal to the clean side and see what happens. And then we'll switch over and we're going to see what the overdrive does on itself compared to a pedal.
So you're going to turn the volume down before you smoke us?
I always smoke it too bad. Yeah, see, I could have left it right where it was at. See?
There you go. Now this is with Turtle's metal pedal.
Yeah, I'm using an Ultra Metal. It's a UM300 by Behringer. It's a really good setup. I like it because on blues or even if you're playing something a little heavier, you can adjust everything up as far as the gain, the hertz, and everything. It's a really, really great pedal. But see what happens. Okay, so now let's see what it has. We'll definitely turn this down on this side because I got a feeling we're going to get a little bit of a different outcome here. Yeah, see. Three-quarters on tone, three-quarters on gain, and probably just about quarter on volume. It's not bad. It's got a nice vibrant crunch to it. It's more of like I think a mid-90s kind of sound to it, but I mean, that's only a quarter of the way.
Wow.
So if I bring that up, let's go half. So I would say that as far as sound is considered, punch, I mean, that's 212 cabinets, there's Studio 57s. And I was usually running through a Raven. And that solid state is for a little tube amp. It's definitely got the drive that you're looking for.
I wonder what it sound like if you hit the pedal with it.
I think it'd be too much all in one shot.
We're gonna try.
But you can hear the feedback between the two frequencies. So that's got kind of like an 80s sound to it.
Wait, put it in drop D and see what it sounds like in a drop D. Very bassy. Wow. Got a lot of low end. for a little amplifier.
So that's 3/4 of the way volume.
Hit that pedal and give it a rock and roll.
See, I think it's one of those types of deals when you run a pedal through it.
Little sucker kicks bones.
Well, I would say for the price now, I'm also down on the level on my pedal. So this might scare a little bit, but if I turn the pedal up to 1/4 of the way for level, now you're gonna get more
Let
of
it
it.
rock. Wow, that thing rips. I can't believe that little box is doing that.
Wow.
It's a pretty monstrous little box. Wow. That's kind of hard to believe.
Wow, that's 50/50 on distortion, and half on level, and a little bit past halfway on the amplifier itself. Very bright.
Pretty
Not
impressive.
bad. I would say for the size of it, it's very impressive.
These joyos range from $159 to $200, and you can pick them up on Amazon, eBay.
I approve.
You can pick them up. It's nice, huh? I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that little box right there does that.
Like I said, that'd be good for if you had like a little small single cab 12 just to put underneath it. You know, it'd be good for like a dorm.
I bet you could probably gig a small little venue, a little club with it, a little small club.
Be perfect for a little club. That and a small pedal board set up with 4 or 5 pedals on it.
I can't believe it, to be honest with you, that it has that much. And it does have a Mesa Boogie sound to it, which is really weird. I had a friend of mine that had a, God, I don't know what year that Mesa he had, but it has that sound because Mesa's got that low end punch sound. You know? It comes. I don't know if it really has a lot to do with the speakers, but
I mean, you can really crank it as loud as you want. I mean,
yeah, you can put that baby to Boomtown and she'll handle it. So
yeah, it seems like it's very
pretty impressive.
Impressive, definitely
impressive. I would never expect it out of that little box, to be honest.
You put like a nice like a five pedal setup, maybe a 6 pedal setup with some delay, maybe a nice reverb pedal with maybe a little bit of wah, and you'd be set up. You could do a lot of,
yeah, you
could do a lot of small covers and like a small
in a carry-on bag.
Yeah, you could.
Well, what's that for? My gig tonight? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Except for your cabinet, maybe.
Except for your cabinet. I mean, you could even probably plug into a PA system that they use there too. But
yeah,
I would recommend that. But
probably use a 112 cabinet, probably size that Marshall amp or something for a small gig. Fine. But I can't believe how much power it's got for that little can.
Yeah, it's a lot of power. I'm impressed for a lot of stuff you buy out there that's small like that. I mean, you're either going to get your bang for the buck or you end up with a dud, something that sits in the corner collects dust. And I would say that isn't something that's going to sit in the corner collect dust. And I'd also be curious to see how long it lasts over the course of time, too.
Yeah. Just have to run it through its mills, I guess.
But I would say for a little head unit like that, very impressive.
Yeah, for the price.
I don't know what you folks out there think, but may not be the greatest guitarist in the world, but I like it. For jamming down even in a place as small as this down here, I mean, it's perfect for it.
They don't see you.
I think you can hear me.
I think you see you.
But yeah, Joyo Bantamp.
They call it Zombie. It's called the Zombie.
Mm.
That's pretty neat, For that, I would, when I was talking to the guy, he's like, "You're gonna be impressed." I said, "How big is this thing?" He says, "A lunchbox." That ain't even a lunchbox. That's like a half of a lunchbox.
Yeah, it's called the Bantamp. It's made by Joyo.
It's a Zombie.
Well, they call it the model as a Zombie, but it's actually called the Bantamp. And the Zombie is actually in here. Is the type of head model. So it seems like they have a multiple different types for one. They got one called the Blue Jay, which is a blues overdrive. One with an atomic, which is British classic rock. Firebrand, which is modern high gain. Meteor, which is the British high gain. Vivo, which is American hard rock. And another one, which is what they call the Jackman, which is British crunch.
Well, I know why you got that power. It's got a 12AX7 in it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
So
I'm in the wrong business.
I will say that for this, for the size of it and everything, it is pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, for somebody who doesn't have a lot of money and just wants to put something together and doesn't have a lot of room. I mean, even if you do have room, it doesn't really make a difference. It does the job.
Bluetooth in here.
Yeah, it's got Bluetooth. That's kind of cool. And it has an effects loop in it. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. It's 20 watts, It's got a 12AX7 tube in it, preamp. Got an FX loop.
It definitely does state in here. It says, "Please do not connect with speaker impedance that is less than 8 ohms."
Right. So you can go to 16 ohm if you want.
Right, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Correct. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty sweet. I'm impressed.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I mean, look, if you're on a budget and you want a small little head and you can afford a small, cheap little cabinet, hey, I say go for it, man. But they have different ones. The funny thing is they got this on the box. I'll show you guys. On the box, if you look right there where it says zombie, it has MB in white. And the only one, if they're trying to highlight that it's copying something, which I would assume that that's what the hidden message would be, the only thing that I know or amplifier that I know would be a Mesa Boogie. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to emulate, but Mesa Boogie does have that type of sound. So whether that's what they mean or not, I would say that's pretty good educated guess. I don't know, maybe somebody out there in YouTube world would know a little bit better than I would, but that's my educated guess. Not too bad, not too shabby. I wonder what it would sound like if you was playing music, if you had a beat, you know, you was dropping a beat with it, a little bit of drums. I don't know. Pretty good though. Very simple. It seems very simple. So
Yeah, it does say that you're going to get your maximum power out of 8 ohms. Obviously, so yeah, so it says you can go 16. So I can imagine, because that'd be 16. And I'm 2. Yeah, okay. FX loop headphone output. So what I would do is we'll definitely figure out at some point maybe on how the Bluetooth is going to connect up to it and whether it's because it doesn't really explain what it's for.
maybe it's just to play music and use that as a head to play the music.
It probably could, yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
So, yeah. Well. Let's do this. Okay. Over. Go to Bluetooth.
Gerald's going to hook up the Bluetooth and see what we get. What's up, everybody that's joining in, looking in? We're doing a review on the Bandcamp Joyo Zombie amp, 20-watt amplifier.
Tube.
It's got a 12AX7 preamp tube and an FX loop dual tone channel. So it's got a clean channel and an overdrive channel. Got a headphone output, and it puts out 20 watts at 8 ohms. And let me tell you, it's something else. That's for sure. Pretty impressive. To be honest with you. I wonder if you plug the pedal into the effects loop, whether it makes a difference. Pretty interesting.
Okay, so it does work that way.
Wow. My question is, can you play with it?
No, so maybe you can.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Sounds good.
They want to hear it if you're doing an acoustic for it. That's saying me.
What's that?
They want to hear you play an acoustic through
Through
it.
clean?
Yeah. So you can use that Alvarez probably.
Why not? I'll give it a shot.
I mean, that's what they want to hear. So, you want a chair?
Just
I don't think you want to stand up and play it.
no, not an acoustic. Why not? We'll give it a shot.
Hey, you got nothing to lose. It's not. I don't think it would. I don't know. They didn't say what that it was only meant for. I mean, I suppose on the clean side you could.
Oh, you can still play distortion through an acoustic too. But so we'll see. We'll put it down. Up there and there. Based on first.
Well, you can get that in.
I know. I'm getting there.
Oh.
Patience is the virtue. And guess what?
Oh, the battery dead?
Your battery is dead.
Oh, don't that suck? Well, maybe because there ain't no battery in it. Ain't no battery in it. Ah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think. Oh, I got one. Hold on.
Hold on, folks. He's going to get a battery. Now we're switching off.
Well, you might need this cord. Don't worry. When we ain't got a battery, we just switch guitars. This is going to cost you extra. You know that, right, Judge? I know that one's on. Oh, it's going through that pedal. Is that pedal on?
Yeah, pedal's on.
That
We
one's
got nothing. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, the line
Don't crank it too much.
meter. No, I'm only going to go to half.
Quarter.
Let me see. Just curious on something here.
Wow. Okay.
Can you put a backing track with it? Yeah.
All the way up, all the way down. It's really bright. Super bright. Oh, it's because I'm sitting right far away, but it's only a quarter of the way, and that was the volume halfway. That's all the way up on the volume of the guitar. Very tight.
I probably turned the tone down on that, so you could. All right, we'll get you a backing track. Hold your tails for a second. We're not technical monsters. We kind of work at our own pace around here.
Did you know the source of odor in your home could be all your
Did you know the source of odor in your
I know where the sauce of odor comes from in this house.
breathe pattern?
Okay.
It's from one of the snake that tune. Oh. Wow.
There you go. So I
Wow.
think all around it's good for acoustic and it's good for electric.
Wow.
Definitely surprising.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
I'm impressed.
For the money, I'm pretty freaking impressed. I thought it was going to be a hunk of turd out of a box.
Very
you know what I mean?
tinny, but also, I mean, tight area. I'm sitting right in front of the amplifier. We're in a tight enclosed room. I mean, you get this probably out and, you know, a really big, good sized venue, like, you know, a local, like club that does, you know, small venues. I think that would be really good for it.
I think
Same thing, and a pedal setup for an acoustic.
I think probably a compressor and a reverb running through that would change the sound a
Something,
little
maybe
bit.
a little bit of delay or a little bit of back echo to it. So, something in the background to kind of carry the sound a little more. Maybe get rid of some of the tinniness that you hear. Like I said,
Yeah, there's a lot of high end.
I mean, that's quarter of the way, and we're in a really small area. I mean,
sounds pretty damn good though. Wow. Curious. Pretty.
yeah, nice, really nice.
Well, I mean, figure a guy could go and he wouldn't need much of anything really.
Well, I give it a thumbs up and a 5-star review.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I mean, considering I got Marshall, I got Behringer, Randall, I played through Raven. I mean, I'm very impressed. So, tell us what y'all think. Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe. You know?
I mean, like we got a whole room full of different amplifiers. You know what I mean?
Guitar back. Oh, hold on. Let's turn the power off here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
I'm very impressed. You know, at first I kind of laughed at it because I was like, "Oh, that thing's dinky. That ain't gonna have no sound to it." I was wrong. Very wrong.
Learn something new every day, I
Guess
guess.
so wrong. Why, people? Why?
Learn something new every day. So,
Well,
oh joyo. Oh joyo. I guess
Joyo.
say joyo because everybody was joyo when you got done
Sweet.
from the ampo checkout. Oh. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, I'll put that up on the shelf of amplifiers.
Call that the shelf of fame.
Yeah, I have a lot of amplifiers, but I don't play through them. I only usually play through the Johnson Millennium. That's my baby. But I don't know, that little amplifier's got me pretty tweaked. I might have to make a little cabinet. Something, I don't know. It's definitely,
I do recommend that one thing out of the whole situation is get yourself a bigger cable.
yeah, it's
It's
kind of a
little-
dinky.
I mean, I honestly, I might make this disappear. It might be for pedal. No. But the thing about it is it's just really short, you know. If you had a setup that was, you know, a cabinet and you built it so the input jack was right on the top side, you'd be all set, you know.
Yeah.
But for something like this, it's all the way down there. I'd recommend that you get a bigger cable, you know, for going out towards your amplifier.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Cabinet, shall we say.
I mean, it's definitely different. I'll say that. Yeah. Well, the cool thing about it is, for a guy that wants to stay in his house, doesn't have a whole lot of money or a whole lot of anything, figure it. He can just hook right up from his phone, right? Put his own.
Bluetooth works well. On it.
Yeah. Hook up the Bluetooth, play some backing tracks, and go for it. I mean, look. Hey. Inflation's coming.
Inflation's coming.
So I say, hey, you might want to buy one now before they end up being $300. So I don't know. I think it's pretty snazzy. I'd be interested to review all of them, actually. You know, to see what the difference in the sound and the tone quality and the response time is, and how they all work with pedals. And that'd be interesting because sometimes, you know, you get one good one and then something else sounds like, you know, a turd. So I would definitely be interested to do that. So, Bandcamp, Joyo, if you're out there listening to us right now, hook us up. Send us some of your stuff. We'll check it out. We'll critique it.
Critique it?
Yeah, we'll critique it live too. Not do a little demo in our studio that we've edited 9,762 times before it got to you. We don't edit. We just go live and give it to you raw. Because that's what you're going to get when you go to a concert or you go to a venue. You're just going to get it raw. If you never heard the band before and you go, I think it's funny because there's a lot of people on YouTube, you know, they're all doing YouTube stuff. But can they do it live? That's the question. Can they do it live? Do they have the gas? You know? And, you know, a lot of those guys, they ain't never been out there. They don't know what it's like to look down. I mean, George, also Port, that's what he used to do, you know.
What?
He used to do all staging for bands live.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Well, George, I hope you enjoyed the acoustic version.
He liked it, and he said, thank you very much.
Okay, welcome.
He said, thank Turtle. I appreciate it. You can go back to playing electric now.
I actually don't mind playing acoustic. If it's through a good amplifier, it's worth it, you know, or even just sitting in a nice acoustic, a really good room for acoustics, you know. It's got a nice, every room's got a different sound to it, depending on how the room's been built. But I'll tell you, for a very small amplifier, plug it into a 212 cabinet and get that kind of sound out. If it wasn't for the fact it didn't have an array of different effects built into it, I think I'd say I'd get one. I'm more of an effect kind of guy. I mean, I like to play clean too as well, but
I think it's pretty neat.
Joyo out there, let me tell you what, if you can build a small amplifier like that with a couple, like maybe delay, echo, a little bit of reverb, you know, give it like 4 or 5 settings on it with a turn knob, I think that they have something there.
Yeah.
But very impressive to just plug in and go into a half stack cabinet with 212s and just hit cranks. I was very impressed.
Yeah, I was. I'm glad to do the review.
My fingers are black now.
And I'm glad to have gotten a discount on that bad boy, too. So we got a discount, and we got a good review. Got it from El Turtle Wola. El Turtle. I asked him if he'd come down and help me do the review tonight.
I'm off. Y'all have a good night now.
He gets paid with biscuits. Thank you, Turtle. Appreciate it. He said, ciao, ciao. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, this it's funny that today's society, you know, there's a lot of people on YouTube, and I watch them. I mean, I'm on YouTube right now, but what I'm saying is, let me. Can I focus this in a little bit because I'm looking a little old. Anyway, that better? Okay. You know, I remember. Well, I remember. George remembers too. I remember the first time I got in front of a large crowd. And when you feel the pulse of the people, right? It's like you can feel their heartbeat, right? and every kind of emotion in the world's running through your mind. And it's like everything is just, God, you're so excited you want to pee your pants, right? And then you take the stage, and all of those people are looking at you, and the sweat comes about you, and everything, your whole life flashes before your eyes. But, I will say that every time I did go in front of people, I always got that little bit of butterflies in my stomach. And I guess it's a part of you question yourself, and that's okay. And that's good. Because, in airborne school, they said if you ain't a little bit scared when you go out that bird, that's when you get scared. So it's good to be on edge. And that way you give your best performance. And at least you try to give your best performance. And I always tried to. I used to sing my heart out. I never was a great guitar player or organ player or drum player. I mean, I play rhythm, um, but vocals is different, man. It's a lot of practicing all the time. A lot of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do's, I'll tell you that. But it is different. It's different than being at home and going from one camera to the next camera and never going in front of thousands of people. You know, they can say, well, I go before millions of people on YouTube. That's different. It's different when you got all these cords and stacks of Marshall amplifiers and cabinets and 36 channel PA board and wires and just lights and oh God, it's crazy. And the vibe of everything that's going on around you, and the whole time you're thinking, I'm live. These people are physically in front of me. And if you screw it up, they're gonna let you know. And it ain't some little typo or somebody in a chat going, oh, you stink. Oh, you're terrible. I play better than that. It's different. It hits you differently. When all these people are coming around you, want your signature and want to shake your hand and give you a hug, there's a different type of emotion that comes with that. And for those people on YouTube that, they're doing well for themselves, God bless you. Fine and dandy. But you ain't made it all the way until you hit the stage. Until you hit that stage and you get off there and you've done a good job and they really let you know that you did a wonderful job. It's a different type of feeling. And I was talking to a famous artist one time and he said, there's something about that feeling. And it's that feeling that keeps me coming back and it keeps me doing it. He says, because sometimes, I wake up in the morning and I say, why do I keep doing this? I have plenty of money. I'm set for life. Why am I doing this? And he says, and then he thinks about all the people that, save their money to go to their concerts, fly thousands and thousands of miles to see their concerts. He says, and that makes it really special that I've achieved something that at that level in my life. My dreams come true. And I'm not just making myself happy and my family happy. I'm making these people happy too. He says, and that takes something special. He says, and I thank God for it every day. And that's something to think about, And he's right. He's absolutely right. But for people who do things and they're not live with it, you can mess with anything in your house. You can do anything with electronics these days to make it sound exceptional, especially if you're being sponsored. Now, this wasn't a sponsored thing, by the way. I got a discount from a major dealer, and because I wanted to review something cool, because I don't review amplifiers generally. And I also have a pedal that I'm going to personally review the pedal. Because I got a good deal on that too, but I pay for everything. Ain't nobody sponsoring this channel. No. I got people on the channel that help and they come and They purchase things and they'll contribute to the channel privately or whatever. That's differently. That's got to do with something totally different. But on this end of the spectrum, when it comes to guitars and amplifiers and drums and basses and amplifiers and pedals and you know no, that's the stuff that I usually pay for myself because I'm a small channel. And I do it mostly because the people that come to my channel, that subscribe to my channel, I want to give them an honest review on things, right? Now, granted, it may cost me a few bucks. And if I don't find interest in it, I'm not just going to go buy it. So that's not going to ever happen. But I was intrigued. I says, come on. I got to try this out for myself, right? So I got in contact with the dealer. He said, oh, yeah, Bob, I'll give you a discount. I said, all right. Works for me. And you know what? By God, that little amplifier is impressive. That's all I got to say. I never seen anything like that before. Because, I play through Fender DeVilles and Deluxes and, I play through, I personally play all the time through my Johnson Millennium. That amplifier cost me $2,800, and the original pedal board for the floor, the controller, I think that was like $800 or $900. It could have been more. That was expensive amplifier for me back in the day. But I wanted it, and it was a top of the line thing, man. And I still play through it. I love it. I think it's a great amplifier. And people go off to new technology. Well, once in a while you got to try it out, right? See what it's all about. I'm pretty impressed. You're coming a long way, technology. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I told CLMK a little early I might get on and do a little jam for you guys. I didn't tell her I was doing a review. I wasn't doing it. Turtle did it for me. I asked him to do it for me. I think if you're going to hear it, you need to hear it from, a guy who's been playing guitar, a lead guitar, ever since he was a little kid. My brother has. Yeah, there's a controversy between him and my brother Danny and who plays better. But personally, I love them both, but they both play different genres of music. And as far as speed-wise, I think old Danny would have to be practicing a while to smoke Turtle. Because when Turtle gets in the zone, it's all over. He's gone. If I snuck down here when he was by himself and I put a camera over here, you guys wouldn't believe how he plays. I think that when he gets out of his... if I could get him on stage playing, I mean, really, if I could get Turtle on stage playing in a band, I think he'd be in his zone. He'd be tickled pink. And I hope someday that comes to fruition for him. Because there's a joy in it, If you don't lose yourself when you're doing it, there is a joy in it. There really is. And I would tell anybody that, is aspiring to be a musician or to better themselves as a musician, to do that. Don't be fearful of it. Don't be fearful of it. Put yourself out there and try it. And you can break through the fear. But it's only you that's going to be able to overcome that. And it's going to take time. But do it. It's fun. You're bringing joy to people. That's what it's about. It's about sharing your joy, right? Sharing your talents. Hey, we all, mess up from time to time and sound like crap. I mean, it's just going to happen. You can have your good days and you can have your bad days. Get out there and enjoy life. My grandfather used to say, take that bull by the horns, boy, and ride it. And hold on for dear life, because you don't know where that bull's going to drag you. And he was right. So, hope you all enjoyed it. It's going to be a little short time. It's an hour and 22 minutes for a review. So everybody's going to be like, wow, that's a long review. Well, 10-minute review ain't going to tell you anything. And you got to have a little information about the people, that are actually reviewing it. That's a pretty important thing. You know, it's something simple for people to go and, they rub sides with all of these professional musicians and all these professional companies. And I've done that in a humble way, you know, and I earned the right. Today it's different, you know. I don't know how to really explain it, but I'm sure there's some people out there like, wow, must know a little bit about what's going on in the music industry. And I know that also Poet does, and I know that CLMK does too. So when you have musical people that have worked in the field professionally, we tend to understand those things already, you know. And when you lose the fun of it, when you lose the joy of it, and the excitement of it, and the grind of it, when you come from nowhere, nothing, absolutely nothing, and you make something of yourself from it, no matter what spectrum it's from. It could be from a builder's perspective. It could be from actually selling them, learning about the guitars or instruments themselves, playing them, doing sound, uh, doing the sound for bands, being a sound man, doing the lighting, you know. Lighting is really important too. Man, if you ain't never strung cables and cans, you don't know. Especially when you're putting up all them trellises and oh god, that's crazy. Oh my god. I was pretty impressed with first. I'll let you guys go after this. I went to last Motley Crue concert, right? All bad things must come to an end. And I was so impressed with all of the theatrics that was going on in the concert. And me and Marianne were just having a blast. And I was thinking to myself, because my friend Jeff works at Mohegan Sun, and he does setups there. I think he's a stage crew manager or something. And he's been now. There's a guy that can really sing too. He'd blow your mind. Maybe I can get him over here some night to sing for you. Absolutely great guy. If you ever want to contact him, he does haunts for the homeless. He started haunts for the homeless. Um, I think he has a story that he tells about his life, but he's a very good friend of mine, and he started haunts for the homeless over in Connecticut, and his name is Jeff Benson. So you can look him up on. I don't know if he has anything on YouTube, but I know that he should be on Facebook. Check him out. He's a really good guy, humble guy, and we've been friends for years. But I thought to myself, man, he had to go help put up all that stuff, boy. I bet he was tired, boy. So there's more to it than most people really realize. There's a lot of work that musicians have to do. A lot of work, a lot of exercises, and keeping yourself fit and in shape. This ain't the 50s and the 60s. Get high and get drunk and get ripped every night. Because that stuff beats your body up. And most of those older musicians, they pass that information on to the new generation. Say, hey, you can't live like that, guys. It doesn't work. The ones that are surviving, they tell them, you gotta find yourself along the way, or like some of the greats, they die. So, anyways, I hope you guys had a good time. I appreciate you coming out. I'll be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is gem cutting night. I got everything all set up and ready to go. So we'll cut some gems tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do, a few more live things during the week, different stuff, whether it be guitars or gems or whatever. I like to be a colorful person. I'm going to probably do more videos in the wintertime because I really don't like to go out and do anything in the wintertime. But in the springtime and summer, I have a lot of projects that I'm doing right now, building things and fixing things and putting fences up. You name it, right? When you own a little farm and you have your own little property, there's always something to do. Anyways, I love you guys. Appreciate you coming out and being here for the review. So there's our honest review from Turtle and Reverend Bob. Hope you all enjoyed it. God bless you. And we'll see you soon. Reverend Bob is out of here. See ya.